now we've actually seen this show though actually turn into a series of a television series because they brought in the love story to a halt with the discovery that his wife and kid are out there and that his partner has obviously been getting cozy with him.
Exactly, yeah. So now we've got this. We're gonna have like this love triangle if and when he ever catches up with them.
Right.
Now from his partner standpoint, I can relate that. If they assumed he was dead, that would be the first thing that I would do. No, if it was my partner, is I would go and try to make sure that his family was safe.
Okay, yeah, I'd be worried for a second there because I thought you were saying the first thing you would do is try to hook up with his wife.
No. Well, maybe. I guess it depends who she is. Kelly, I didn't mean it. Okay. Anyway, so what'd you think of this section? I think this part was really cinematic.
Yeah, they really went for spectacle. I mean, there was a lot of spectacle to this, and then, like I said, with the addition of the new human element,
right?
We've seen how this is turning into a series. I mean, we already had your basics. The guy who, the apocalypse has happened. He went through discovery. He found his partner. Now he's trying to find his wife and kid. Now we got that new addition of the fact that his wife and kid are alive. His partner's hooked up with them. So, I mean, this is how we're seeing it turn into a series.
Right. And I can see it, ending at, either if they do a half season end or a full season end, him finding his wife and kids, and then the next part having to be him dealing with, or his wife dealing with, having her husband back yet still being in love with his partner.
Or yeah, any of those types of things. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have this definite continuation built in. And that's where you were saying with the zombie series, you could pretty much end it just about anywhere. It's developing these other storylines. That is the things that you have to either complete at some point or come to the next logical step.
Right.
Next logical progression is how the series builds from there. So yeah, I think they've done the right thing there. And then of course it is a zombie movie, and so you have to inject these things in order to keep people wanting to watch and see what happens next. The drama has to exist.
Now, I know they said that Atlanta in the show is the safe haven, but wouldn't it make more sense to have a safe haven away from like an inner city where there's like big crowds of people and the virus or whatever can spread faster?
It kind of does, but isn't that like in everything we've ever seen about zombies and the zombie lore? Isn't that always the case though? Is that it's the biggest city in that particular state that's supposed to be the safe haven? But then again, the storyline is followed is that this is the promised Mecca, but it doesn't really exist.
Right. What is it? Zombieland, where they there was a line that they said that if you're from the east, they say it's the west. If you're from the west, they say it's the east.
I want to play dead.
Yeah, me too. So
we got the trailer for next week's here yet. But.
Yeah, when it comes back, I'll turn it back up. So what'd you think of that ending?
I thought it was a good ending. And there's that actual scene, that whole section right there, just like totally threw a whole bunch of things that I had said as it started. With I was sitting here with Sarah going, the horse hasn't been eaten.
Yeah,
why hasn't the horse been eaten? And then I was thinking, well, this is in zombie lore. Animals were often, overlooked for some reason the zombies didn't want to eat the animals, and there was always an explanation of some sort. Well, and then now all of a sudden it's like the horse became dinner.
Well, I was looking at this, and when the horse got bit, the first thing that I thought is, ooh, zombie horse. I mean, we've seen zombie dogs, we've seen zombie cats, never seen a zombie horse. But
that's true.
Now he's just a dead horse because they've completely disemboweled him.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so he climbed.
And I do have an observation. I'll make real quick and then I'll let you make yours because I'm sure they're probably the same. Is one of the observations I had was the attention to detail on this particular section though was really good.
Is spreading at AMCTheWalkingDead.com. See where it all started.
On set was straight.
Sorry, I had to play this.
Go from living to dead in less than 60 seconds.
Action!
Learn to walk the walk.
They're hungry and they want to rip your skin off and eat it. That's their motivation.
And see if you've got what it takes to survive the zombie apocalypse.
It's like nothing I've ever been involved in.
The Walking Dead is going viral, and you can catch it all at AMCTheWalkingDead.com. This season on The Walking Dead.
Do not enter the city. It belongs to the dead now.
We're dead, all of us.
Things are different now.
We survived this by pulling together, not apart. We're on our own. Up to us to find a way out.
We're all terrified.
We have fewer people. That makes us weaker.
The world went to hell.
Don't kill the living. Oh my God.
The Walking Dead. The story continues next Sunday at 10 on AMC, telling the best original stories on TV.
All right, and we'll definitely be here.
Right, definitely. And hey, it's good to know one of the Boondock Saints survived.
Yeah. Okay, so when he climbed into the tank, my first thought is, yeah, tank, that, even with a horde of zombies, that should be able to mow right over him. And then I thought for a second, I'm like, but there's a reason that it's sticking there not moving, and it's not just because the guy that's driving it is dead.
Right. There is that is a really good point.
But
one of the observations that I made was the amazing attention to detail, I thought, at that point. And this is it contradicts with like the match from earlier and things like that. But the whole thing about the when he shot the guy in the head, and he's in this walled metal fortress.
Oh yeah.
So of course he's going to suffer repercussions from that, and that being included was an amazing attention to detail that I think other people would have probably overlooked. I think Darabont has got something good going on here, and he's already added created his addition to the zombie lore by including what's important that we know has to exist in the zombie lore, and already started to expound upon it. Right.
Yeah. And what's great that he's doing is normally most zombie films start off with people either in the city or surrounded by zombies, and then they try to get to the country and stuff, which I'm sure they're going to get to. But, this is one where it started off where he was in a basically safe place, and then went to a place where it was overrun. So they did a really good job up in the ante. If he was just in that suburb and there really wasn't that many zombies, it wouldn't have been, I think, as suspenseful. But now that he's in the middle of the city where there's hundreds, if not thousands, of them.
I agree. They keep showing that scene of him going into the city.
I know. I just saw it too.
They keep replaying that, and exactly, and like I said, some truly creepy moments in this. Especially like when he rides the horse around that corner, and the horde just comes down upon him.
When he came around that corner, that was definitely an oh shit moment. Like I literally, if I had the microphone on, everyone would have just heard me go, oh shit.
Yeah, and then you had and then again, like you pointed out, these are not dumb zombies. These are zombies with a certain level of intelligence. In fact, Sarah even pointed out the fact that they kept showing that one guy so many times.
Yeah,
he's being played so often in the trailers that she's like, he's going to turn out to be somebody important.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially the way that when he was pulling the hatch down on the tank, the way that that zombie was looking at him.
Yeah, was like like something was going on in there.
Well, it's almost like he meant for him to get trapped in there.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if that, part of me wants to say that, what, I bet you that zombie is after the person on the other end of the radio. And he knew that by him being trapped in there, that would draw them out.
Anything's possible. I mean, at this point, is it? And then, of course, I was going to, more proof of the intelligence is that as soon as he went down and went under the tank and started to crawl, we haven't really seen zombies follow you down under and crawling through things. They usually, start pawing at the outside and everything because they don't process the fact that, hey, if you went down and under, I might be able to. These zombies totally processed that. They were like, hey.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Food's going this way, I'm going that way.
All right, well, I think this is a good time to end the podcast. I'd like to thank you for joining me, Jeff.
Thank you, Jason. And thank you to anybody who has joined us live. And a reminder, we plan on doing this every week. So if you have a chance to join us live to discuss this stuff, do so. Please.
Right. You can visit our website at www. Only 3 of them, not 6 of them. .creepercast.com and be able to find information to get to this. You can go on Talkshoe and just search Creepercast, or you can even search The Walking Dead, because as far as I can tell, we're the only podcast on there. And when you call in, the call-in number, I have to look at it again. I know it's a lot of 4s in there.
Yes, it's 724-444-7444.
Right.
Our call ID is 89891 to listen, and then you do #1 in order to join in the discussion.
Exactly. And we hope to have more people next week joining us and calling in and telling us what you think. And if you're listening to this after the fact, you can still call in and tell us what you think at 206-984-9752. Leave us a voicemail on what you thought of The Walking Dead. You can send us an email at thecreepercast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter and message us on Twitter at twitter.com/creepercast and on our Facebook page, facebook.com/creepercast. So many ways to get a hold of us.
Absolutely, and yeah, it'd be silly not to try to use one of them.
Exactly. So I want to thank everybody, and I'm about to play the outro music, and then I'll have this up and ready to go.
You better walk this way. Murder that down.